Hello, Zenith women, and welcome to your favorite Sigma female channel. Sometimes the strongest people are the ones who walk away in silence. They're not looking for applause, they're just reclaiming their peace. In a world where social energy is treated like an endless resource, Sigma females know the value of boundaries better than most. They're the lone wolves in a society that expects them to run with the pack, preferring selective connections over empty pleasantries and unapologetically hitting cold switch when things go south. While the average person might panic at the thought of going off-grid or ghosting a social circle, the Sigma female thrives in it, seeing withdrawal as an art form, not a social faux pas. In fact, did you know that introverts recharge alone because social interaction can drain their energy? Now imagine an introvert who is also fiercely independent, and you've got the Sigma female, a woman who can go from warm and open to ice cold with a switch as quick as a flash, not out of cruelty, but out of clarity. So, why does this mysterious cold switch happen, and what drives it? Here's where things get interesting. Let's dive deep into the unapologetic psyche of Sigma females and explore the lesser-known reasons they choose to detach, often without looking back. Get ready to uncover why they might leave without notice, and why they'll be just fine if you don't understand. Number 1, refusal to be pigeonholed. Sigma females have a deep resistance to being put in a box. They're the type who cringe at the thought of being labeled, categorized, or shoved into someone else's idea of who they should be. To a Sigma, there's nothing worse than feeling confined, especially when that confinement comes from other people's assumptions or expectations. The moment someone tries to turn them into the supportive friend, the nurturing partner, or the reliable one, they feel the urge to push back. And if the pressure continues, that's when they hit the cold switch. This
I'll be here in a
resistance doesn't
minute.
come from rebellion for the sake of rebellion. It's a defense of their identity. Sigma females prize their freedom to evolve, adapt, and redefine themselves as they see fit. They don't want to be cast in a role just to make someone else comfortable. It's like asking a chameleon to pick one color and stick with it. It just doesn't work. A Sigma would rather walk away and deal with the cold reputation than stay in a relationship or environment that limits her. What's particularly funny and frustrating for others is that a Sigma female won't usually argue about it. She won't waste her time defending her choices or justifying why she doesn't want to fit a mold. She'll just quietly detach, leaving others scratching their heads. In her mind, her values and sense of self are non-negotiable. So if someone tries to define her, she's already halfway out the door thinking, I'd rather be misunderstood than misrepresented. And that's the essence of the Sigma female's cold switch. It's not a tantrum or a dramatic exit. It's simply her saying, thanks, but no thanks. I'll define myself, and if that's inconvenient, feel free to watch the door close behind me. Number 2, go.
Number 2? That was just number 1? That doggone static. Hang on. I'm cranky. Did you see the title? I'm so cranky, I feel like a cold switch. I'm not going to do a cold switch, but I'm feeling like one. Let me see if I can do something with this audio. Static, static, static. I need to finish making this daybed. It was just something to do while I was waiting to see if anybody would come over, because I'm cranky. No, I'm not going to do a cold switch. I just feel like it. But instead of a cold switch, Well, I have done some cold switches here lately, but I'm not doing a cold switch on the channel, and I'm not doing a cold switch when it comes to Summer Wells. But I have done, and I'm considering doing some cold switches with some channels on YouTube. Well, while I continue to attempt to do this. I'm not cranky with you guys. And maybe it's the gray days and the time change, and no, it's not. It's not that. All right. That's good enough for now. Hi. I'm going to sit down here for a second. Now that the day bed is made. Hi. Oh, my word. Hi, Slim Hauser. Hi, Carrie Bishop. Hi, Weepy. Let me see if I can see. Well, wait. Why do my teeth look gray? My teeth are not. My teeth are white. I don't know why they look that color on my screen. Sorry, you're looking at the thing. Let me move you over here. Hey, for anybody that's interested, I'll drop a link to the live stream to what I was listening to when I hit go live. Being a Sigma female and knowing that there are others of you out there, I listen to a lot of Sigma female stuff, and this is one of the channels I listen to. And this particular one was appropriate. It came out 2 days ago on a channel called Zenith Women, which I had been intending to review, but I get occupied with other things. This one is particularly appropriate today because of the topic. 10 reasons why Sigma females cold switch. It's actually all one word. I think in my title I made it 2 words. My bad. But I'm in a mood. As I said, hi Susan Bezio, hi Candy. As I said, if you've seen it in the video upload I did earlier this morning, an hour or so ago. And the thing that put me in the mood that made me make that video was the short, or actually the music track for the short that I made on behalf of Summer Moon Utah Wells this morning. The risk of being repetitive and redundant. Summer Moon Utah Wells was 5 years old on the 15th of June of 2021. That's the day that she went missing sometime in the early afternoon hours, according to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. The music track on that short is by Aurora, and it's called Runaway. And it's slowed down so that the words are more discernible, because anybody that watched it or listened to it I particularly wanted you to hear the words gone and the lyric line, I was dancing in the rain and feeling alive. Y'all can tell by my lip compression, those of you who are familiar with body language and micro expressions, that I am not only struggling emotionally right now because of Summer Moon Utah Wells, but there's so much I want to say that I cannot, because it could get my channel taken down, because I'm extremely, not just cranky, I'm angry, frustrated, early afternoon hours. What happened between 3:09 p.m. and 6:09 p.m. on the 15th of June of 2021? Hi, Kiki Eyes. Why am I picking 3:09 and 6:09? All of you know. It was reportedly 3:09 p.m. on the 15th. No. Yes, 3:09. A video of a little blonde-headed, blue-eyed girl in a pink and gray tracksuit leaned up against two milk jugs in a precarious position with the seatbelt not properly fastened and the hood of the jacket pulled in an odd way. Her arms and hands laying across her legs in a fashion that doesn't seem .609 is the time that the neighbor claims and has shown on her channel what some might consider as a receipt numerous times. A text was sent by the neighbor to her baby daddy. She's just heading down the hill early to wait on him to come and pick her up. She's going to mess with her flowers. And then what? Then she 4:30 to 4:42 p.m., June 15th, 2021. Neighbor and her 2 children reportedly heard a scream. They kind of check it out. They step outside the cabin. The daughter, according to the neighbor, said that the scream was continuous. It went on to the point that reportedly the daughter even says to her mother, the neighbor that we all know as Jody Sue Brown, that she could still hear it. The son who says to the local regional television news in an interview, his name is Damien Bernard. I say his name because he's an adult. In his interview, he describes the scream as animalistic. The word muffled was also used. 4:30 to 4:42. Late afternoon. They step outside and they wonder, but take no action. Are screams that common on Ben Hill Road? Are screams so frequent and common in the Beach Creek community, coming from an area near or somewhere around 110 Ben Hill Road to 125 Ben Hill Road? Is that motherfucking common? Is it so common to hear a scream in the late afternoon hours, approaching early evening, near Rogersville, Tennessee, in the middle of the summer, or not the middle of the summer? It isn't even summer yet. It's late spring. During the middle of a fucking worldwide pandemic, COVID-19 fucking lockdown. It is so common for 3 people to hear a scream in the fucking afternoon that all you do is step outside your fucking cabin door and what? Pick your nose or your ass? Glance around? Hey, I think I heard a scream. Oh, I think I can still hear it. Oh, I think it was animalistic. Well, I'd be a motherfucker if I'd wait till 6:09 p.m., stroll my fat, happy ass down the driveway, waiting on my monster that I am sure at this moment is pumping Becca in the bathroom stall at the fucking convenience store. No, we'll just go back to our crafts and our laying around together and our just going on our merry way, talking about whatever we were talking about, our little family here. And then I'll just stroll down to the bottom of the driveway to fiddle with my flowers. An hour and a half later, what do I hear? Much to my amazement and surprise, but the lone and mournful voice of Candace Wells, the mother of Summer Moon Utah Wells, speaking rather loudly. And at some point, this person realizes, oh my God, Candace and Dawn are on the phone, and Candace is in her mama's pickup truck, and she's frantic because she can't find Summer. And my reaction, if I were Jody Sue Brown, is, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know. I heard a scream. Now, Candace Bly would have us think that she wasn't told about someone having heard a scream until 2 days later. That's what Candace says. She found out 2 days later. Fuck me if I know. But that's what she said. Nonetheless, Jody Sue Brown says that in that moment, she says, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Well, of course you didn't know. Because you didn't care enough to investigate what evidently is very common in your neighborhood. A muffled, animalistic, ongoing scream after all these other unusual noises in a fucking hypervigilant manner that you just... But you didn't care enough to... Oh, that's because it's so common. What was I thinking? What am I thinking? Evidently, I'm not. Oh, but Candace didn't hear a scream between 4:30 and 4:42 p.m. on the 15th of June of 2021. Why? According to her? Because she was inside 110 Ben Hill Road where the television was on with Summer's brothers looking for Summer. Who, according to the TBI, went missing sometime in the early afternoon hours. Now, Ronnie Lawson and Detective Fucktard Pruitt may not find the scream based in fact. His word was unfounded, which is defined by the Collegiate Dictionary, Merriam-Webster's. I'm sorry, I am pissed off, so I'm having difficulty speaking. I'm not so sure in this moment and time that the scream did not happen. Some could categorize 4:30 to 4:42 in the afternoon as early afternoon. Technically, it isn't. But what if Jody Sue and Damien and the young girl did hear a scream? It would line up with Candace and Candace Harrer, her mother, the maternal grandmother of Summer, and Summer arriving home around 3:30-ish, offloading of groceries. We don't know if Summer was alive in that truck in that milk jug video. We don't even know that that video was actually taken on June the 15th of 2021. Why? Because it is not what is used by the authorities as the last proof of life of Summer Moon Utah Wells. Her last proof of life, according to law enforcement, according to TBI, is the swim hole video, 12:33 p.m., June 15th, 2021, Warriors Path State Park. There's a reason. I don't know what it is. We don't know what it is, but there's a reason that TBI is not using that milk jug video as the last proof of life of that baby. So maybe she wasn't alive when they got home. I don't know. Maybe they left her in the truck, not thinking. I've seen videos here recently when I've been trying to research different things that happen to little children. I'm sorry that I'm so but most of us, if not all of us, are aware of the incidences of parents forgetting that their children are in a vehicle and the escalation of the temperature within a vehicle that is not ventilated properly. So maybe she was alive when they got home. Maybe she was. But if she was alive when they got home, and if we can and if they offloaded the groceries, if Candace did have the boys come out and help carry the groceries in, and if they did separate the groceries, and if they did take Candace Harris to hers, and if Candace did do some laundry, and if the boys were playing Minecraft, or if the boys were watching YouTube, or if the boys were watching TV. The TV was on. And then the script. Maybe either planned or unplanned, between 4:30 and 4:42 on the 15th of June of 2021, someone, either known or unknown to Summer Wells herself, grabbed her, maybe she was sent down the hill. Maybe she was told, go down yonder, so-and-so's waiting for you. Or maybe, and the boys sent the other direction so they don't see what's going on or hear what's going on. Because Candace Hare and Candace Bly are not concerned about the boys being away from them, the protective adults in the situation. They're looking for a missing 5-year-old little girl. Even to the point of Candace getting in a vehicle and leaving 110 Mill Road, going as far down the holler as she could go. But they're not concerned about the boys. Summer's brothers being down over there on the other side because maybe they were sent there. And maybe the door that Jody Sue heard, and maybe the flash of red was that person, that vehicle. And the 3-ring shit show that ensued. And all we want is Summer to be found. Creators on this platform that have come and gone. People that live there locally that transferred over from Facebook to YouTube, started channels because of Summer Moon Utah Wells. And they didn't do her any good at all from what I can see. They just made it about something else, somebody else. I will not cold switch on Summer Wells. I will share the link to this video that I was listening to when I started the live. Like I said, I'll share the link in the description below after I end the live. For anyone who wants to know what I mean when I say cold switch. But I have definitely done a cold switch on a broad spectrum of human beings on this fucking app. And I shouldn't even put it that way. YouTube is nothing more than a tool. It is an inanimate thing. A tool is only as good as the hand that wields it. And when you have the likes of some of the human garbage that has come up on this platform and the things they have said and done, the chaos they have created, the endless egos stroked, the on and on and on with everything, everything, everything. Where is Summer? Summer Moon Utah Wells seemingly vanished off of the face of this earth on the 15th of June of 2021, sometime in the early afternoon hours. According to the authorities, Summer Wells was last seen by her brothers. Who are now and have been in state's custody since only several weeks after Summer's disappearance. According to Tennessee authorities, Summer's case is out of the norm. According to Tennessee authorities, the CPS case involving Summer, her brothers, has, quote, bled over, unquote, into Summer's case. No charges have been filed. No arrests have been made. The three-ring circus has moved on to another case, while we stand steadfast on behalf of Summer Moon Utah Wells on Lip Luck No More. Hi, my name is Susan. Welcome to my channel. Summer reportedly was last seen started to make a snarky remark about the reports about what she was wearing. I'm sorry for the saw next door. I just need a couple of puffs. They finally decided, whoever they are, that Summer was most likely barefooted and she was wearing gray pants and a pink shirt. Her birth date is February the 4th of 2016. She has no officially reported scars or birthmarks, although a number of folks note that she has a little dimple in her chin. Shortly before Summer's disappearance, her head had been shaved right down to the scalp. I mean, shaved after she had had pink hair and blue hair. And there are those who would say, well, that was trending at the time. Don't get me started on the trending thing. I've already done a video about it, directed at Tim Mullen. It was trendy. Vegetable dyes, blue and pink and every other color under the sun, except we only saw summer with blue, pink, and then shaved. 3 years ago, I did a very serious content live stream on this channel about what at the time that was indicative of. And it's photographic evidence, circumstantial though it may be to some extent, that there was something going the fuck on at 110 Ben Hill Road, which is the address from which Summer allegedly disappeared. 110 Ben Hill Road, right off of Beach Creek Road, near Rogersville, Tennessee, right there at the Hawkins County-Sullivan County line. Right there where people like Frank Edward Light live. Of course, his mailbox is in one county. And he lives with his daddy right across in the other county. So weird. Y'all, I'm still so mad I'm trembling. And I know I haven't been looking at chat. I'm sorry. I needed a rant. We usually wait till the 15th of the month to talk about Summer Wells on this channel. You know. I mean, I do the shorts every day. And several times a week, I do some sort of a video upload where I'm in a mood strolling around the yard. And so I'm talking about something about Summer that I'm mad about. So over here, one way or another, Summer Moon Utah Wells is brought to, although it may be a very small window, because I don't do what's trending, you see. Let me do a, oh, poor me. No. Y'all, I know exactly how to make this channel go off the rails with subscribers and views. It would be very easy. To hit 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000 subscribers with thousands of people in a chat room every day. I know exactly how to do that. I'm just not willing to sell my soul or give up on Summer Wells. And my viewers, our core group here, wouldn't like it at all. We would be a drama channel, a crama channel, a crap channel, appealing to the masses with whatever is fucking trending. Well, Summer Wells is not trending because so few are speaking of her. And as far as I know, and I could be wrong, but as far as I know, I am the only one who speaks of her responsibly. Therefore, I consider myself to be the media manager for Summer Moon Utah Wells. And I have done cold switch on the channels that do talk about her. That's why I don't know if others are being anywhere near responsible or speaking of her at all now. Because I absolutely refuse to subscribe to or give a click to or a view to or anything at all to anyone that uses the name of Summer Moon Utah Wells as fodder. If she's still alive, she's almost 9 years old now. If she's still alive, has she been to school? Did she get to have birthday parties? 4th of July, Thanksgivings, Easters, Christmases? Or is she living in abject misery? Being used? I'll leave that there. Is she in Knoxville? She could be in Knoxville. They were looking for her in Knoxville. I know that for a fact. As a matter of fact, a huge bust was made. And those who were suffering, many rescued. Some children. Some of the children not yet identified. But they were definitely looking for her there. They being law enforcement. Summer has a nationwide Amber Alert. When she first went missing, she was determined to be a missing and endangered child. Those were the first bulletins that went out. But according to the TBI, within hours, it was elevated to a nationwide Amber Alert based on what? New information. We've never been told what that new information was or who it came from. But we do know that a trustworthy, at least to me, a trustworthy man who used to live on Ben Hill Road, whose name is Fred, agreed after being asked by law enforcement to hang out around a certain group of people and to talk. While law enforcement listened. We know that. Maybe that's where the new information came from. I don't know. We also know that technically speaking, Summer Moon Utah Wells' disappearance does not meet the standards for an Amber Alert, yet she has one. That means there's something else very important that we, the public, do not know. I'm looking at our book. So that I can read y'all a paragraph after my rant here of something uplifting, hopefully. Well, it's in this book, so we know it'll be something uplifting. The book I'm looking at, for those of you who have not been here, hi, Kim. Getting the Most Out of Life, a compilation of biographical and autobiographical accounts condensed into an anthology from Reader's Digest, published in 1946. Hi, Poppy Red Mustang. Weepy, there is no law enforcement reward for summer, honey. Hi, I'm Nat B. Mama Bear. I love you. Hi, Tears Ran Dry. Hi, Nada Drama Nana. Thank you all for being here. I'm sorry, I'm just now seeing. I love you guys. The names I'm seeing in this chat right now, I've been seeing in chats for a long, long time for Summer Wells. Allow me to thank you on her behalf, that you don't ever give up on her. Okay. Hi, Triggered. I left my soda in the other room and I don't want to go in there. Let me just grab my water here. Calm down a little bit. How long have we been on here? Not quite an hour. Oh, Patches. Hi. She just... Patches jumped right up in the chair. She stole my chair from me. Hi, Shy. Hi, Act Right, bitches. Hi, Holler Girl. Mods, would you please drop a link for Holler Girl? If you can grab one, and one for I'm That Bee Mama Bear. Any creators in our chat that I have missed seeing their name. Hi, Stein Eric Rose. Good to see you. She's my emotional support kitty, so she's Well. I feel better. You're in and out, Poppy, blowing leaves. Patches, I love you, baby, but right now, thank you, Carrie. Hi, Prisma's Pics. You got me a beer while you were out. Oh, well, I don't drink, but I do vape THC. Only the fifth time, Poppy. Poppy, I've almost given up on it. I did some raking under the magnolia tree this morning. It's the time of year they drop the cones and all of that. And because of issues I have with balance from time to time and walking the dog. Hi, Glory. Thank you, honey, for being here. I try to keep those up, Poppy. And I raked up 5 piles. And then I was like, well, I'm still mad. Poppy Red Mustang can't give up on blowing the leaves because if she does, they'll overrun her. You got me enjoying too, Holler Girl. Holler Girl Bob brought 2 Polish beers home. And I truly don't drink anymore because I went from being a functioning drunk, Holler Girl. For about 5 years, I was a functioning drunk after my sister died. But let's see. Where is it? He drank one of them. I took a sip of it and realized that I truly don't, but I've never. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Anyway, this one, and I can't remember the other brand, but they're both, he said they're Polish beers. And, but I can get stoned with the best of them. I just, Holler Girl, honey, me and alcohol, okay? I either want to make love or make war, and I don't seem to have any in between if I'm drunk. So I haven't had a drink in a long time. Let's see. Probably about 13 years. Seems like there might, I think at a 4th of July gathering years ago here at the house with the kids and grandkids, the kids and whatnot, they brought coolers and whatnot. And I think I drank like a half of a beer and then forgot that I even had it. I left it sitting somewhere. And that was when I knew for sure I'm good. I could have a sip and not drink more because I'm not an alcoholic. I was a drunk, and there is a difference. Anyway, but Sonia Stanger, darling, a member for 3 months. Oh, Holler Girl, me too. Absolutely. And look at that, Carrie Bishop is doing great. So I guess the good news is holding out from Carrie Bishop's. Weepy, honey, I got it. Hi, Rosemary Time. I just realized that I totally digressed. Law enforcement doesn't have a reward for someone. Trevor Lee took $2,000 out of his personal savings account. At the time, I think he was 18 years old. And Weepy, you probably know this, so, but I'm pretty sure Trevor Lee was 18, and he lives there locally. And he started at Civis. Well, it's not even called that anymore. The bank is a different name. But he started a reward fund using money that he had worked for and earned and put into a savings account towards his college fund, Weepy. And he started a reward fund with $2,000 for Summer Wells. Then 2 independent business owners made pledges that brought the reward fund up to, and y'all help me because it's been over 3 years now. I believe it brought it up to over 30,000, Weepy. And then 4 YouTubers, Scott H. Has Thoughts, True Crime Commentary, Q Carlock, and John QQ got together and did the worldwide marathon here on YouTube for Summer's Reward Fund that I don't even want to. Anyway, Weepy, the money claimed to have been garnered from that marathon was put into the reward fund, and it brought it up to over 70,000. There was an expiration date on the reward fund, initially of 6 months. Don Wells, the father of Summer Wells, made a plea that the reward fund be extended, and it was. It was extended to June 15th of 2022. It went into the court system because of a number of fucktards Fine. I have to calm back down. It went into the court system in Tennessee for it to be decided where the money would go. Some people, like the Churchill Rescue Squad, that I'm pretty sure thought they were going to get it and didn't, were not happy with where it went. But it went to an organization in Tennessee that exists for children. A very valuable and worthwhile place for the money to have gone. Why would I have such an attitude about Churchill Rescue Squad? Churchill Rescue Squad and Ronnie Lawson blamed communication issues as the number one, their words, not mine, the number one encumbrance to an efficient search for Summer Wells. Communications, or lack thereof. Really? Well, Churchill Rescue Squad, what did you do with the $425,000 that was given to you by the Hawkins County Commissioners? Yes, I have receipts. The fucking meeting where they did it is on YouTube under Hawkins County News. I've shared it more than once on my community tab for people who are coming into Summer's case and weren't even old enough to be watching YouTube when she disappeared. So we have to revisit so that people new to Summer's case will know a thing or two, other than gossip, rumor, melodrama, histrionics, hyperbole, and out motherfucking bullshit. Churchill Rescue Squad was given $425,000 by the Hawkins County Board of Commissioners, before Summer Wells went missing. For what purpose? To improve their fucking communication systems, which never happened, and nobody knows where the money went. And then they gave them another $65,000 for what? For their communications. Where did that $65,000 go? How much is $425,000 plus $65,000? How much money is that? Almost $500,000. Tim Coop and Churchill Rescue Squad, who blamed poor communications on your inefficient search for Summerman Utah Wells. What'd you do with that almost $500,000, motherfuckers? While you bitch and moan and whine about the rugged mountainous terrain, quote unquote, surrounding Summer's home place. Well, if you pushed your fat asses away from the tables and the pork chops once in a while, and you actually went to the gym, and you were actually physically prepared to be what you call yourself, a search and rescue squad in a mountainous and rugged terrain, you might want to get your fucking asses in shape to search and rescue. Probably go a little easier on you next time. Fucking passing the buck. I ain't never seen anything like it in my fucking life. People passing, authorities passing the fucking buck. Oh, and well, if we had it, one excuse after another. Fuck every one of you motherfuckers. By that, I mean Hawkins County Sheriff's Department and the Churchill Rescue Squad. And fuck you too, Jody Sue Brown. Fucking shit-stirring bitch. Okay, now we got a mood change. I'm so sad. You know what? I'm a really good listener, and I can listen for a long time, believe it or not. I'm talking all the time when I'm on here because that's what I'm supposed to do. But I am a really good listener. And I enjoy listening when I am listening to something of value. What I'm taking note of here lately are the lives that she privates or deletes. Those are the ones where she said something she wished she hadn't said. Oh, like the one where she said that she has to be careful what she says. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Is this a fucking joke? Ooh, must be all that compiling she's doing. Hi, Timothy Brewer. Y'all, oh my gosh. I don't know if it's still up. I think she did a live last night. Was it last night? Or was I rewatching? Oh no, I was rewatching one. I wasn't rewatching it because I hadn't already watched it. You have to have already watched something in order to re-watch it, because re means you're doing something again. Please. Anyway. And she left her live chat up. Whoa! Y'all, I'm telling you, bring your own blower to Poppy Red Mustangs. Tears ran dry. It was insane. It is insane. If it's still there, it was. And she said to somebody, I think it was Di Designs, one of her members, she said that she was doing it on purpose. And which, okay. And wow. If that was the kind of chat I had on a live stream, I wouldn't have live chat open either. Golly gee willikers. For reals. Well, now, honey, we have to take into account it's more than an accent. Now, there is the reality that Ms. Brown has indeed survived cancer. And I can't imagine what she must have gone through in order to be able to speak. I say that based on what she has said about her surgery and recovery, as well as Googling that I have done about her condition, the type of cancer she had. And it truly is a miracle that she can speak at all. And all jokes aside, I mean, I'm serious now. Weepy, honey, the thing that I find odd is that when we first, in air quotes, met Miss Brown on the public platform, when she became a public figure, she spoke very clearly. And it wasn't that thing in her voice that like she's drunk or on something that is sedating, you know, that would make you slur or whatever. She didn't talk like that 3 years ago. So I don't know if she's doing that on purpose or if something's going wrong. Because it seems to me like with use that these muscles, and I'm no expert by any stretch of the imagination, but as a professional vocalist with professional vocal training and as a professional public speaker with training in professional public speaking, I am aware of how this down to the diaphragm works when it comes to, okay. So, hi, Lil Deb. Hi, Doxy Mom. So what I find odd is she's getting worse rather than improving or having come to a place and maintaining it, at least like she was 3 years ago, that it's gotten worse. And so I don't know, I have no way of knowing is that real and something is getting worse for her, or is she putting it on for sympathy? Because I have yet to listen to one of her live streams that we don't get a medical report about how badly she's feeling. Well, I can think of a number of reasons other than all of this that she has dealt with why a person would feel that way. And they would be valid reasons based on observation, which is what I do. So, I'm reading Carrie's. Oh my goodness, Carrie. Yes, Slim, neuropathy is a bitch. Hi, Pam Fogel. I don't think I said hi to you, baby. My goodness, darling. Worst I ever had were some minor polyps developed on my vocal cords when I was singing 6 nights a week and on the road, singing like 3.5, 4 hours a night. I beg your pardon. So I literally lost my voice for several weeks and had to be like I won't go into it. It bore the crap out of you. But when you're a professional vocalist and singing is how you make your money, how you get the cash in your nation sack, not having a voice for several weeks. Yeah. Okay. Now back to our book because I've calmed down again. So here we go. This is from an account titled Wake Up and Live, written by Dorothea Brand, author of Becoming a Writer, Most Beautiful Lady, as well as other literary works. And as always, we are reading only the end of the account. From Wake Up and Live. But beg your pardon, got to start again. But though purposeful action seems quicker and more enjoyable than any other, in reality, you may be working more slowly and carefully than ordinarily. It is the fact that there is no confusion of issues, no part of your mind off wool gathering as you move, which gives an unmistakable tone to successful work. It is to attain this directness that we put ourselves through exercises in flexibility and restraint. Learn to turn imagination away from apprehension and into useful channels. Determined to act wisely in minor matters in order to store up courage for major issues. And courage is the sine qua non of success. Only by acting as if it were impossible to fail can we discover the farthest reaches of what our best may offer. And success for any sane adult is exactly equivalent to doing his best. The end. Copyright 1936 by Dorothea Brand. Copyright 1936 as well by the Reader's Digest. Although the book itself was copywritten in 46. So let's read a little paragraph in closing from Benjamin Franklin. How to win an argument. The way to convince another is to state your case moderately and accurately. Then scratch your head or shake it a little and say, that is the way it seems to you, but that of course you may be mistaken about it, which causes your listener to receive what you have to say. And as like as not, turn about and try to convince you of it, since you are in doubt. But if you go at him in a tone of positiveness and arrogance, you only make an opponent of him. Benjamin Franklin. Hi, Carla Barnes. Darlings, if I've missed anyone in chat, I apologize. Didn't mean to. But I do need to get off of here and get on with my day. Thank you, everybody, for being here and for putting up with me through a ridiculous emotional rant. Thank you to the members for your continued financial support of the channel. Thank you to the subscribers for your continued major support to the channel. Without the subscribers, there's no reason to have a channel. Some of you have been here for more than 3 years. Thanks. Now I need to sing you out because that's the tradition. Oh, I don't usually do this, but if you would, hi Jen R. Hi Justice for you. If you would, please hit the like or the dislike for me. It's an algorithm thing. All right, let's see. Casey the cat. Well, welcome. Welcome. I think you were here once before, maybe. I'm kind of sorry if I'm wrong about that. We have a really nice group over here. We do. We have a great group of folks over here. KC, okay, yeah. The KC catches my eye because Kansas City, Missouri is my hometown. And I have a cat rescue, so that certainly catches my eye. You know, and I still have my eye appointment on the 12th. And as promised, I'll let you guys know. And yes, I am going to follow through with the cataract surgery so that everything in my life isn't a Monet painting. So, all right, let's see. Oh, okay, what popped into my head? I don't know if I can remember the words, but oh. Okay, this doesn't have any connection to anything. It's just the song that popped into my head. Her hair is hollow gold, her lips sweet surprise, her hands are never cold. She got Betty Davis eyes, she'll turn her music on you. You won't have to think twice. She's pure as New York snow. She got Betty Davis eyes, and she'll tease you, she'll unease you, all the better just to please you. She's precocious, and she knows just what it takes to make a pro blush. She's got Greta Garbo and her spice. She's got Betty Davis eyes. She'll take a tumbling on you, throw it like you were dice, until you come up blue. She got Betty Davis eyes. Now, I expect every single one of you to continue putting into practice what we do over here. And what is that? Being kind one to another in our real life as well as here on the internet. Always keeping in mind that our smile or our kind word could make a difference in a positive way for somebody else, because we don't know what's going on in their life. It's not going to cost you nothing. It ain't going to cost you nothing. And it's not going to hurt you one single bit. It's going to benefit you because it's going to come back to you tenfold when you expect it the least, but you need it the most. And that's a promise. I promise. Okay? Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here because I'm going to hit the end live button. I love you all. Thanks for letting me in. She'll take a tumbling on you, roll you like you were dice, until you come up blue. She got Betty Davis eyes.